Have you ever opened a box of crispy fried chicken and wondered how every piece looks so golden, crunchy, and almost perfectly cooked? From the outside, it looks like a simple meal. Chicken, coating, oil, and flavor. But behind that crispy bite is a massive industrial process that begins long before the chicken reaches a restaurant kitchen. In the USA, large fried chicken chains depend on highly organized supply systems, where fresh chicken is processed, cleaned, cut, chilled, packed, transported, and finally prepared inside restaurants. And when we talk about KFC-style crispy chicken, the process becomes even more interesting, because the goal is not just to cook chicken. The goal is to maintain the same taste, same texture, and same quality across thousands of locations. The journey begins at poultry farms, where chickens are raised under controlled conditions. These farms follow strict feeding, health, and hygiene standards because the quality of the final product starts from here. The birds are monitored for growth, weight, and health before they are sent to processing facilities. Once they reach the required size, they are transported in specially designed trucks to the processing plant. At the factory, the first major step is receiving and inspection. Every batch of chicken that enters the facility is checked for temperature, freshness, and overall quality. Food safety teams make sure that the chicken has been transported under proper cold chain conditions. If the temperature is not within the required range, the batch may be rejected because raw chicken must always be handled carefully to prevent bacterial growth. After inspection, the chicken moves into the primary processing area. This section is designed with strict hygiene control. Workers wear protective clothing, gloves, masks, hairnets, and boots. The floor, equipment, and conveyor systems are cleaned and sanitized regularly. In large food factories, hygiene is not optional. It is the foundation of the entire operation. The chicken is then cleaned and prepared for further processing. Automated systems and trained workers remove unwanted parts, trim excess fat, and separate the chicken into different cuts. For fried chicken, consistency is very important. A drumstick, thigh, breast piece, or wing must be close to standard size so that it cooks evenly later. If pieces are too large or too small, cooking time changes, and that can affect taste, texture, and safety. Once the chicken is cut into proper portions, it goes through another inspection stage. Machines and quality control workers check the pieces for bone fragments, damaged portions, or irregular cuts. Any piece that does not meet the standard is removed from the line. This is important because restaurants need uniform pieces that can be cooked quickly and safely. After cutting and trimming, the chicken enters the chilling stage. Fresh chicken must be kept cold throughout the process. In industrial facilities, chilling systems reduce and maintain the temperature of the chicken to slow down bacterial growth and preserve freshness. This may be done through cold air systems, chilled water systems, or controlled refrigeration tunnels, depending on the facility. Now comes one of the most important stages, marination. This is where the chicken begins to develop flavor from the inside. In many large-scale chicken processing systems, chicken pieces are placed into tumblers or marination machines. These machines gently rotate the chicken with a measured mixture of seasoning, salt, and other ingredients. The rotation helps the marinade spread evenly across the meat. Some factories may use vacuum tumbling, where air is removed from the chamber to help the marinade penetrate more deeply into the chicken. This improves flavor and tenderness. The goal is to make sure that every piece is seasoned properly, not just on the surface, but inside the meat as well. After marination, the chicken is allowed to rest under controlled temperature. This resting time helps the seasoning absorb better. During this stage, food safety teams continue monitoring temperature and time because raw chicken must never remain in unsafe conditions. Now, the marinated chicken moves toward the coating preparation area. This is where the famous crispy outer layer begins. In restaurant-style production, the final breading may happen inside the restaurant kitchen, but in large industrial preparation systems, some chicken products may be pre-coated, partially prepared, or packed with specific handling instructions. The coating usually begins with a dry flour-based mixture. This mixture may include flour, starch, salt, spices, and seasoning blends. The exact recipe is usually protected, especially for major brands, because flavor consistency is one of the biggest secrets in fast food production. The chicken pieces are passed through coating machines, where the dry mix covers the surface. Some systems use a wet batter stage before dry breading. This helps the coating stick better. The chicken may move through multiple layers, wet, dry, to create a thicker, crispier texture. After coating, the pieces are gently shaken or passed through vibration systems to remove extra flour. This is important because too much coating can burn during frying, while too little coating can make the chicken less crispy. The goal is balance. Enough coating to create crunch, but not so much that it hides the chicken. At this point, the chicken has gone through farming, receiving, inspection, cleaning, cutting, chilling, marination, and coating preparation, but it is still not ready for the customer. The next stage is where the real transformation happens. After the chicken is coated, it moves into the frying or pre-cooking stage, depending on the production system. In some large-scale facilities, chicken may be partially cooked or prepared for quick final cooking at restaurants. In other systems, raw marinated chicken is packed and sent under strict cold chain conditions, so the final breading and frying can happen fresh inside the restaurant. When frying is done at an industrial level, the chicken pieces enter large pressure fryers or continuous frying systems. The oil temperature is carefully controlled because even a small difference can change the final texture. If the oil is too hot, the outside may become dark before the inside is properly cooked. If it is too low, the coating can absorb too much oil and become heavy instead of crispy. During frying, the coating turns golden brown, and the moisture inside the chicken creates steam. This steam helps keep the meat juicy, while the outside becomes crisp. That contrast, crispy outside and tender inside, is what makes fried chicken so satisfying. After frying or pre-cooking, the chicken goes through another quality check. Food safety teams measure internal temperature to make sure the chicken has reached a safe cooking level. They also check color, texture, coating thickness, and overall appearance. Pieces that are broken, undercooked, overcooked, or unevenly coated are removed from the line. If the chicken is being prepared for shipment instead of immediate serving, it is quickly cooled or frozen. This rapid cooling step is very important because it locks in quality and prevents bacterial growth. The chicken is then packed in food-grade packaging, sealed, labeled, and stored in cold rooms. Every package carries important information, such as batch number, production date, weight, and storage instructions. This helps companies track the product from factory to restaurant. If any quality issue appears later, the batch can be traced quickly. Now comes transportation. The packed chicken is loaded into refrigerated trucks. These trucks maintain a controlled temperature throughout the journey. This is called the cold chain. If the cold chain breaks, the quality and safety of the chicken can be affected. That is why temperature is monitored from factory to distribution center and then from distribution center to restaurant. Once the chicken reaches the restaurant, the final preparation begins. Restaurant staff follow strict cooking instructions so that every piece tastes consistent. The chicken may be breaded again, placed into pressure fryers, cooked for a fixed time, and then held in warming cabinets for a limited period. Even at the restaurant level, timing is very important. If chicken is held too long, it can lose crispiness. If served too early, it may not reach the perfect texture. That is why fast food kitchens use timers, temperature checks, and standard procedures. Finally, the chicken is packed into boxes or buckets and served to the customer. So the next time you take a bite of crispy fried chicken, remember, it is not just about oil and seasoning. It is a complete industrial food system designed to deliver the same crunchy, juicy experience again and again. And that is how fresh chicken travels from factory processing to crispy perfection.